that I created by using L.A Colors 3-pan palette called Sunflower that looks like this right here. This palette is what was used to help to create the eye look in which you're seeing. And if you want to know more on how to achieve this bronze golden look by using this palette right here, then I suggest you keep watching the video, and I will see you all in another video again shortly. Later, dolls. Hey dolls, I'll be using this Pro Contour Kit by PROFUSION Cosmetics and the LA Colors Trio Sunflower Palette. And I'm also using the Mineralize Cosmetics Shadow Eyes Golden Bronze Pencil. Loves it. So I'm going to begin by priming my entire mobile area of the eye. And I'm going to take this and blend it all the way up towards the brow bone area of my eye. And this is by Wet n Wild, the Fergie line. It is a primer. I'm also using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in a color called Medium Deep. I'm using this as a base to give me a solid colored canvas to work with to set the primer and to also help my eyeshadows to blend more easily. Now you already know my MAC Cosmetics Saddle Brown. I know I'm obsessed with this, but I use this to help separate the brow bone from the crease, and this also helps to warm my eye up for the next application of color. It's an all-time fave of mine, and I'm forever using this eyeshadow. I know. So next up is my L.A Cosmetics Duo Cream Eyeshadow in Black Licorice. I'm using the black as a base, and I'm only applying it on the mobile area of the eye. This is what's going to help make this golden bronze eyeshadows pop that much better, as you will shortly see when applied, which is the palette. So I'm taking the middle color right there, and check this out. Look at how pigmented this is when applied. OMG. To say this palette was only $1, it's worth looking into. It's not chalky when applied, and it's super pigmented. But then I thought to myself, what would happen if I was to wet this brush? Yes, dolls. Once I figured that thought, I said, let me give it a try. So I went ahead, picked some more up, spritzed it about 2, I think maybe 3 times, fanned my brush, and wait for it. OMG. Look at how pigmented this turned out to be. Dolls, this is only $1, and it's so worth you looking into. So anyhow, now that I've moistened the brush and spritzed it onto the palette, I'm going ahead and going back into the palette with the gold one, and I'm going to spritz that too. You know, make sure I make it extra pigmented, fan the brush, and I'm only going to apply this in the center area of the eye. This is what's going to help give me that gorgeous sunflowered look that I'm going for. But somewhere along the lines of me doing this, a tragedy happened. I dropped my palette. Oh my gosh. You don't know how effed up and angry I am right about now, but that's okay. The show must go on. I prayed on it, and I said keep the video going. So with this fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to start blending out the crease in a windshield type motion, doing that to both sides of the eyes. And then once I do that, blend it out, I'm gonna go back into the palette that broke and take the shattered part of the eyeshadows, and with a flat shader brush, I'm going to take the dark brown that broke, and I'm going to start applying it only on the outer V. Now a little bit of this is definitely going to go a long way, because like I said, this palette is super pigmented color. You see, you definitely do get. Focus on that outer V, then go back with the blending brush and start buffing and blending that out, focusing in only on the outer V, because I want this to be a sunflower look, not a smoky eye look. So here is the shadow eye stick in golden bronze. I'm using this in my inner tear belts, and this is just to help brighten the eye up with reflective light, and I'm blending it out with my fingertips. So off camera, I applied my wing liner and false eyelashes, but I am a glitter girl at heart, so I'm taking my L.A Cosmetics glitter liner, and I'm going to generously, sporadically place this all over the mobile area of the eye. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, but with my flat shader brush, I'm just going to kind of blend that out or move the pigment around to give me a nice glittered bronze sunflower eye look, and repeat the process on the other side. This step is totally optional, but at heart I'm just a glittered girl, so that's what I chose to do. So now I know you've seen other YouTubers do this after applying a foundation, but I like applying my highlight and contour before applying my foundation. I have my own technique called reverse highlighting and contouring, which I'm about to show you how I do it. By first taking this Beauty Blender dupe that's saturated with warm water, and I'm going to squeeze the excess water out of it and quickly blend out the concealer underneath the areas of my eyes. Once I blend out the concealer, I'm then going to use my Ben 9 banana powder to quickly set that concealer to avoid having creasing done throughout the day. Now, like I said earlier, I like doing reverse highlighting and contouring, so I'm also taking the PROFUSION Pro Contour palette, and I'm using the color called Coffee Brown, and with my pointed contouring brush, here is where I begin chiseling out my cheekbone area, as well as the perimeter of my forehead and that infamous jawline, followed by going back into the palette, taking a soft brown and peach color, mix those two together and add an additional highlight underneath where I just placed the contour. Now, like I said, I do reverse highlighting and contouring, and I'll also be using the PROFUSION Cosmetics Concealing Kit, the Peach Concealer, and here is where I cancel out that lurking shadow that seems to stay hovering above my lip. I'm going to blend that out, and now I'm going to begin to pull the whole look together using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. Just 2 pumps does my entire face. So with the reverse highlighting and contouring being already done, I'm now going to add my foundation by stippling it all over the entire areas of my face, and then I'm going to begin to start blending this in. But before I blend it all the way in, I'm going to avoid blending underneath the areas of my eyes, because remember, I want my highlighted look, but I don't want it too highlighted, so I'm going to show you how I maintain that too. So I'll do that by patting in whatever's left on the brush underneath the areas of my eyes, and that is what gives me the most natural looking highlighting and natural looking contouring by doing it before applying my foundation. Voila. So here's my Wet n Wild highlighter, and look at that glow. Look at that glow. This is Hollywood Boulevard by Fergie, and I'm going to quickly blend that out using my PROFUSION's Pro blush, which I've been loving lately. A little bit of this definitely do go a long way, and once I finish applying the blush, then I'm going to move into outlining my lips with my Milani Cosmetics lip liner. And once I fill in the edges of my lips, I'm then going to move into using my mattifying liquid lipsticks by NYX Cosmetics called Transylvania. That looks like this right here. This smells pretty good, and it applies very pigmented, and it does dry down to a gorgeous matte finish, but it do be a little bit patchy. You have to put several applications of this. But for the most part, that's the highlight, and this just completed the look. Not bad to say it was $1, right? Absolutely loving this Sunflower palette, which is by L.A Colors Cosmetics, which only cost me $1 to achieve. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to let's stay connected, and I will see you in another video again shortly. But before I go, look, I fixed my palette. Yes, I fixed it. Well, I added just a little bit of alcohol, and now I just need to let it dry, and now it's fixed. So the tragedy turned into a positive after all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again shortly. Later, dolls. If you're a newbie passing through and you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome to the official Glam Dolls community. My name is Miss Glamour Addict. All the glam dolls on here call me MGA. I'm all about being a beauty on a budget who loves not breaking bank for a fabulous look.